speaking of collectible guns, now it can be told because the auction's over and I did not win. And you want to talk about the Larry Vickers 1911 that was up for auction?
Yeah, we can talk about it. Sure.
Do you remember looking? I know you're sick. Do you remember looking at the pictures of it?
Yeah, I do. I do.
What'd you think of that gun?
I thought it was a good-looking gun. Actually, I thought the wear on it was pretty light considering how many rounds you got to figure's been through it.
Yeah. So what it was is there was a very low-profile auction on Gunbroker, and I happened to stumble across it because I was looking for something else. And it's a miracle I found this thing. And it was a Colt 1911, a 1991 A1 in 9mm, Series 80 gun. So it's in 9mm, which hurts it, like especially back then. Series 80 gun hurts it. And it is coming out of the Ken Hackathorn collection. It was built for Ken Hackathorn by Larry Vickers. And apparently Ken Hackathorn, I guess, he became a
master class,
a three category master in IDPA.
Yeah. When he went master class, he had to, shoot. You had to shoot different calibers.
Yeah, like I think they were limited, because the 9mm you can get more bullets in it, and so it was a debate between 38 or 9mm. So the auction. The auction had some problems with it. The gun was not marketed well at all. It was more, I don't mean any disrespect, because obviously there's a gun store in Utah. Ken Hackathorn is retired up to Utah. He's originally from our neck of the woods. He's from Ohio. He's retired up to Utah, and he's got a local FFL up there, and he's bringing guns in, and he's, settling up his estate, or, he's organizing he's getting rid of stuff that's got value. And he's been kicking some stuff out for a little bit now, like very rare, like guns that he's, gotten through his career. Rare stuff.
Yeah.
But the thing is, this is a Larry Vickers built 1911 when Larry Vickers was in Delta Force, and it's worth a lot of money. And Larry Vickers guns are going nowhere but up. And at some point, Larry Vickers guns, and I don't want to be, I gotta be careful when I say this, but Larry's had some health issues. As we all have. We're all getting older. None of us are going to be around forever. There is going to come a day, because you can't find a Larry Vickers gun, and if you want to pay for one, you will pay dearly for it. You'll pay. People don't even realize. And this gun, I think it sold for, was it $5 or the high $4s? $5,000?
Yeah, it was like $49.80. It was just a smidge under $5.
And here's the thing. So, and also the dealer who was listing it had some weird condition in their purchasing fees, basically, that said, we do not accept credit card charges above $1,500. So basically, you have to pay cash, and it's like, it was not even listed. The Larry Vickers description was in the bottom description. Larry Vickers was not top of the fold, was not in the thing. It did have Ken Hackathorn in it, and it's a gun that Larry had pulled by Colt, a gun that wasn't even available in America because it's a 9mm. It was slated for European sales. His best friend in the gun industry, Ken Hackathorn, was like, build me a gun so I can shoot triple master. And so, Larry Vickers fit this gun to the best of his ability because it's for his buddy. And his buddy's going to be shooting these competitions, and they're going to be like, hey, Ken, what kind of gun is that? It's my 9mm. It's my Colt. Who built that for you? Larry Vickers. And everyone's going to know that's a Vickers gun. So my position is, this gun is a full house build as far as I'm concerned. Apparently, the gun, what you would consider a full house build for a Larry Vickers gun, probably has like a blued finish or a fancier finish. He'll have a L.A. Vickers or Vickers roll mark on the outside of the gun. This gun didn't have that because he just built it for Ken. So it's got a Parkerized finish, and I don't think it's got any external markings that says Larry Vickers on it.
No.
And so it's not considered a full house build. And I'm thinking, and nobody could see this gun, and I'm thinking, we got a real good chance to buy this gun. I would not normally like this gun. But I'm like, you know what? We're going to make a run at it. I'm going to make an educated run because I'm going to get it if I think it's a deal, but I'm not going to pay what it's worth. And this gun was marketed so poorly. I think it cost Ken Hackathorn money.
I think so too.
I'm like, I mean, it's, you know, they'll never hear this podcast, and I'm not going to reach out to Larry to even tell him these people want my opinion. They'll ask me, and I'm not going to give it to them. It's fine because I don't want to be the negative dude. But it's like, you know, you hire the wrong people to sell your shit, and your shit's valuable. It's going to cost you money, and it's kind of a shame, you know.
Well,
it's like,
but the thing is that goes back to like you know, the old days of eBay selling. You know, you can sit there, you know, and put a German helmet up and go, German helmet, and you're not going to get much for it. But you know, if you go, you know, it's Herman, you know, Himmler's personal helmet, blah blah blah. You know, you got to beef it up, man. Make it special. You got to tell the people that they want to buy this.
Well, and you know, and you and I, we talked about this. It's like, okay, what are you going to do with this gun? What are we going to do with it? It's like, well, like I've got 2 single stack 9mm 1911s in the collection. One's the Wilson Experior, that is such a dynamite gun that I just can't even believe how good this gun is. And I've got a 2-tone Ed Brown that doesn't run, and it's a beautiful gun, but it just doesn't work. And I need to send it to Wilson and have them basically take this gun and be like, make it into an Experior. You know, that basically is what I'm doing. And it's like, okay, so I would spend all this money for this Hackathorn gun. Am I going to carry it the way I carry my other guns and tear it up? I don't know. I mean, the only way I could, if I was going to carry it and keep it and use it, I'm going to tear the gun up because it looked like it was in very good shape. I would probably have to justify getting rid of a gun because you know, it's like, how many of these guns do I need?
Yeah.
And, you know, but it's like, okay, or it's like what we could do. We could, if we buy it right, we could do content on it. We could make videos on it. Talk about what this gun is. Talk about what I think it really means and how it's really set up and what I really think it's worth. Fully document it. Give it the publicity it needs. Turn around in 2 years and triple the money at the auction if we sell it. Because it's a damn shame. Whomever this gun in particular, they fucked this up.
Yeah, it should have went well over 5. I mean, the fact that it didn't even hit the 5 mark was a bit shocking.
Yeah. And here's the thing. So we saw the gun. We were looking at it. I wouldn't even allow any of us to talk about it on pod because, you know, we were on it because I didn't think we would get it, but it looked pretty quiet. I'm like,
Well, and up to the very end, it wasn't bringing much.
But what happened is about a week before it closed, one of the gun forums picked up on it, and they went public with it. They published something. They found that they listed the auction, and I even sent you because I saw it and I sent it to you, and I'm like, hey, word's out on this gun. We're not going to get it. Mm-hmm. And the thing is, when word went out on this gun, and I read the thread, those guys didn't even know what they were talking about. I mean, they do, but they literally were looking at this gun in the way that it was being presented, which was incorrect. And I'm like, because as soon as I saw that, I'm like, this thing should be $7,000 or more. Like this thing could.
Yeah.
I mean, this thing's worth some money because